Using this you can able to get the current record from the account standard. Whatever you have entering here, right, that values will get stored in a ACC now, will get assigned to ACC. Now contact is there, right? Contact is there. Now we need to create a memory for this. We need to create a memory. Whenever this page loads, the first method, first constructor, this will load. Before page loads, this will execute. Before the constructor loads, this will execute first. So if it executes, I am creating an object. New contact. Memory is assigned for this. Yes or no? Memory is assigned for this. Now what I can do here, con, right? I can use now here, apex input field. Input field value equal to con dot first name. Con dot first name. The same thing you can do. Last name input or output. This is output field. Account name will not change, right? If you are creating contact with that account name always say why you wanted to allow person to choose some other account. Deeper. Why this is coming error? Because it is a required. I have an action written here. If it is rendered, this also is rendering now. This also is rendering now. Why it is rendering? Because everything is there within the form tag. Within the form tag. Let's say. No, consider that the problem here is rendered required. Okay. Input field apex output panel ID equal to DIS re-render DIS.
What are you doing, Deepak?
I'm just changing the page structure to get an output. So let's say here we have the fields. So if I entered my account name is Deepak and some random phone number and all this stuff. If I entered my first name, last name and this one, if I say what happens, whether it will create both account and contact record or it will only create account record. It will create only account record because we are using a save button which is standard controller save. Standard controller save always saves the account information. How can we do this now? How can we can do this by accessing a method called to create account and contact public void save. If I define save here, the standard method will get override. If I define save here, standard method will get override. Now what I will do? Insert ACC colon con dot account ID equal to acc dot id. I can do this. Account ID we need to pass account ID, right? Contact account ID we need to pass account ID. So we are passing contact dot account ID equal to contact dot account ID equal to ID, and then insert CY. Insert CY. Now Deepak test. Now we'll go here and I'm just going. We'll see, do we have anything called Z name? Z. Do we have anything Z? No, right? So now what I'll do? Y Deepak. I'll just type Y Deepak. Save. Still it is pointing to the same thing. Here. This is not same. That is not saved. Public void save. Insert ACC con dot account ID equal to acc dot ID. Insert con. Y Sharon B Sharon. Okay. Now it saved, but it didn't went anywhere. It just blinked one time. Just alright. Now if I see, it said Y Sharon. And if I go inside, do I have a contact which I created? Teacher, right? Y Charan and teacher. Now the question is that whenever the record is saved, I need to navigate back to account page. I need to navigate back to account page, whatever record. So we have a method called page reference. We have a method called page reference. So let's go back to page reference class. Page reference. Salesforce. So here we have a multiple methods available in the Salesforce Apex Developer Guide. Existing page name, page dot existing page name, you will get an existing page name. Or you can pass URL, page reference equal to, you can pass partial URL. I mean partial URL in the sense, till .com Salesforce by default it will take. After that, if you want to pass anything, you need to concatenate the partial URL. Or you can also pass full URL, no doubt, right? Let's say page reference. So instead of void return, I will take page reference. Page reference, page equal to new page reference. Where I need to pass? I need to go back to account ID, right? I need to go back to account ID slash acc dot ID. Return page. Now what happened whenever I save my record, whenever I say Y K show. If I save, what happens? It need to go back to account now. So, went to account. So how you can redirect your Apex class to page using which returns which class? Page reference class. Using page reference class, you can redirect. Okay, we'll go back to the method again. The problem here, if you click a go back, you will lose your code. Visual Force, if you start using back and to forward and backward errors in the browser, you will lose your code. If I click save, there is no, this is demo page, right? You can really see the difference between the existing code and old code. So ensure that whenever you are hitting back and forward button, try to refresh your browser. Try to refresh the browser so that it will pull a latest code. So first, what this method will do, what this is doing, whenever page loads, this will load first as a constructor. This is constructor. You can really see. Upon name of the method, constructor and the Apex class is same. Yes or no? Apex class name. Account create VF page, right? And it have a parameter called Apex pages standard control. It is a visual force parameter. From there, how you are getting your account record? Using get record. Get record will display yes object. Get record will get yes object. If I have a string, how can I convert as an integer? Salesforce object information. Generic object. S objects means it can store any type of data. Now, if I have a string value, I wanted to convert to integer. How you will do? I have a string value. I wanted to convert to integer. String to integer. Can we write integer dot value of string so that it will typecast, right? Typecasting we need to do. Same thing we are doing because this is return of this object, this class, and get record method is S object. So I am typecasting that S object is account. So that account information will store into a
Controller. S object.
Controller is a parameter.
What is standard controller?
This is a standard controller. Apex pages or standard controller is a syntax. That's a visual force syntax for a first page parameter. As I said, we can also use rendered as if we want to display PDF. Yesterday I showed, right? Now, if I want to edit this page, how can I edit? If I want to edit this page, how can I edit? Let's say I have this, I'm thinking to change my account name. All we need to pass our query string. This is what yesterday we discussed, right? We got account data. ID is not. Achha, with a contact. You got account. But how can I edit my contact? How can I edit my contact? I need to get my contact, right? How can I get my contact? Now we need to check here. If acc.id not equal to null, acc.id not equal to null, con equal to select id comma first name comma last name comma phone from contact where account id in column acc.id limit 1. Why I am using limit 1?
It will give top one result.
Sorry?
it will give one result.
Right, it will give one result because one account can have multiple contacts, right? So it will pull only one record. If account ID not equal to null, then I am doing. But here I am passing my account ID. Here I am passing my account ID. Still why it is not getting? Still why you are not getting? So let's go to Apex Pages standard controller. We'll go back to the same method. Here we'll see what and all methods we have. Add fields we have, cancel, delete, edit, get ID. We have a get ID method. We have a get ID method. How to use? Controller dot get ID. This is controller dot get ID. So instead of using this, we can use controller dot get ID. Controller dot get ID not equal to null. Then you can pass it to save.
Instead of what you had put that?
Which one?
Is get ID?
Account.id, acc.id.
Okay.
Still, you got it. Here you got it. This is one way of writing. Before, how you will written? Control C, sorry, Control Y, Control C. First, we are using acc.id. acc.id, right? We can use acc.id. We can use acc.id. You can use acc.id, but other way of writing is the controller.id. Also, you can use controller.getID. Because anyway, you are getting entire record, so acc ID and control ID is same. But if you want to get only ID, then you can use a method called getID. Okay, fine. We can able to update now. We can able to update or will not? Will not able to update. See, if I try to save again, I'll get an error. First exception with right ID. Can you tell me why we are getting this error now? Invalid field for insert update cannot specify ID of an insert edit. So generally, is this record for insert or is this record for update? Update, right? So we are trying to insert again, which is already inserted. So what is the functionality for insert plus update? We have another method called upset. We have another method called upset. Charan V2. Charan V2. If I save this, if I save, what happens? It will update my contact details. It will update my account V2 came up and contact V2. So how we got this? Using get ID functionality. Using get ID, if the get ID is not null, then we are querying our child records and then we are getting. Clear? Any doubts on this? Clear?
This page reference will refer. It will fetch the
page reference will page reference is very simple. Once I saved this one, where I need to redirect.
Okay.
That redirect will be account ID.
Two lines will do that.
This last line only, just like that. And this is a return. Just
if I have not written this return page.
If you don't return then page reference, then it will not return anything, right?
Yeah. The page should load then.
Page load means?
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
Page will contain the location, I think, that page location and return. Where are we calling this?
Save method. We are calling from a button. Save button. Save.
This extensions is that class name, right?
Yeah.
Return will happen where?
Return on click of save button. After this method completely execute, the page will return and redirect to the URL, the one you provided.
Are we okay? This save you told, right? Save will override that save button.
Yeah. Okay. Now, one contact can have multiple contacts. One contact can have multiple contacts. Is that really good that every time I need to go back to account and I need to update, I need to create a new contact? Or is that okay that I can add multiple contacts, add more better way? I need a functionality while creating account. I need a functionality for an account contact. Add multiple rows. I need to add multiple multiple contacts. How can I add that now? How can I add that? We'll see
Uh,
that.
there was a button, right? Save and new.
Save and new happens, but anytime all I need to click place, add new row, add new row, add new row. I can enter multiple contacts and then I click one save only. I don't want to do multiple save operations on a
For the
page.
contact you are.
For same account, I need to create multiple contacts, or for same account, I need to update multiple contacts at a time. So what I'll do, I'll just take same example, apex slash account multi contacts, account underscore multi contacts. For now, I'll take this page structure as it is, but I don't save. Extensions is something I can use here. Anyway, we are using multiple pages. Same thing we are using. Let's use save. Create apex class, and it will ask for a constructor by default. What I'll do, I'll take the same methods. I need to have contact node of account. I need to have.
Deepak, I have one more doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, this in the previous class,
Okay.
account contact we've been. Okay, here to the constructor we are passing this controller parameter, right?
Yeah.
So where are we passing
This will be visualforce framework. Salesforce will pass automatically.
So by adding the
No.
extension,
Whenever you load a page, this will load automatically. Salesforce VF functionality will load this. I mean, from a backup. You don't want to call explicitly.
if we don't add this parameter,
Then this cannot be extension class. If it is extension, you need this.
okay.
You can
There is,
see if I delete this one, say
no. Uh, no, with the constructor default constructor, meaning without parameter.
sorry.
Without parameter, if I want to do some operation,
You can have your default constructor, but visualforce will not invoke this. It will not invoked by visualforce. This constructor will never going to invoke by a visualforce page. And anyway, from visualforce page, you can't create objects. All methods are non-static methods for VF pages. Only one constructor will load is this one. No other constructor will
other
load.
options too.
Yeah, no other options to you can load. If it is a trigger, yes, you can have multiple constructors and you can define. In this case, you don't have a chance.
Okay.
Okay, so cool. This is fine. Now, what we have contacts and everything, but do I have only one contact? I have list of contacts. I have list of contacts. Do you think that I will be having limit? No, I don't have. Instead of contact, list of contact. Then Yes. Now we have account. How can I display my contacts? How can I display my contact? Let's say I am not using else. I'll use method called add new row for contacts. What I'm saying here, public void add row, add new row, con.add new contact, con.add new contact. Public now whenever I click add row, it will add a row called new. So whenever I remove, let's say if I am removing like add, remove, added contact, remove, added contact. Let's see, delete contact row. How to delete contact row? Public contact row delete means last element you need to remove. Last element you need to remove. How you can remove last element? How can you remove? You forgot the list methods. Let me go back to the list method. List methods in Apex. List class in Apex. How we can remove? We have a method called remove. We have a method called remove from the developer guide. Wait. Remove. All you need to pass your index. All you need to pass your index, automatically it will remove the element, right? So how can you get the index? How can you get the index? Size minus 1 is always index. Size minus 1 is always index because size starts from 1, index starts from 0, size minus 1. So contact dot remove con dot size minus 1. Will you accept this? Right? Which will remove an element, which will remove the last element. How can I delete the particular element from a targeted place? How can I delete particular element from a targeted place? Delete the contact row based on how to delete? Public void delete contact row. Now we need to get a parent tags. We need to get a information using parents. We need to get a information using parents. How to use a parent tag? Apex pages dot current page dot get parameters dot get and the parameter instruction. Apex pages dot don't mind, I'm little poor in spelling. How to delete the index? I need to get a integer index equal to, this is a syntax, apex pages dot current pages dot get parameters dot get index string to integer dot value of integer dot value of, and then all I can remove the element using the index. Remove index. And we are doing so much. From where I can add my contacts, from where I can't add my contacts. That's the question now. So here page block section we have, right? Page block title. We have or not? We have. Command, link, action. What is the action? First I need to add row. Add new row. Add new value. Add new. Same. And then I'll say remove last row. Remove filling board. We have it. Now I'm going to component reference. You have a collection of data. In Apex class, you have a for loop to iterate. What about VF pages? What is there to iterate a data? That is also important. So here we have a Apex data table, Apex data list, or Apex repeat. We have a command called where is Apex repeat? Apex repeat. We have a command called Apex repeat, which is kind of a for loop. Which is kind of a for loop. So Apex repeat, and you can use inside page. Right. Apex repeat. What you need to iterate? What you need to iterate now? What you need to iterate? Instead of strings, you need to iterate contacts. CON, right? You need to iterate your contact value contact where C the repeat value C dot first name fix input field. As now you don't have anything, right? You can new Apex command button page block section ID con dis re-render con dis re-render con dis and action receive line number 13 contact CON equal to new contact CEO, CEO, and else. Memory issue. And new first name, remove, adding. It's somewhere it is adding right now. Okay. Let's say semicolon NSBP, semicolon NSBP, NBSP, NBSP. That's it. So because we don't have a space we are getting, so we have a syntax called unNUSP. Just for space and array. By using this NBSP, by using this, so if I don't have NBSP, let's say if I don't have these NBSPs, you can see page just join together, right? So what I'm doing, I'm adding the spaces, white spaces. Now it's looking good, right? Now, if I add row, I have a contact, let's say first name, last name. Add row, remove. It is adding and you can able to remove. But the problem, why it is coming the next tag, now you can see contact, first name and last name, it is coming as a new column. But I don't need like this, but I don't need like this. I need it should be in the same order. I should be in the same order. How can I get this? Hmm? But in repeat tag we can't use columns. In repeat tag we can't use columns. How can we do this? We have another thing called page block table. We have another thing called Apex page block table. Apex repeat we have, Apex page block column we also have. So here page block table, if I use my Apex page block table, if I use my Apex page block table, we'll see. Instead of COM, and let me use item, okay. But instead of item, C value, C dot first name, C dot first name, C dot last name. See that? Now let me add a row. Now you can see it is something like half of the section only it is coming, right? Why? Because page block section by default column span is 1. 2. We need to make it as a 1. We need to make it as a 1. Add new row. Nothing is coming. Value we are giving, but we need to use Apex input field. We need to use Apex input field. So you can't use value directly here. You can't use value directly here. You need to use apex column column apex input field value controllers. We need to use this way so that whenever you add, you will get a field to enter name, but header is not coming again. For a header, again you need to use apex facet first name first name, and the same thing you need to use for a last names. Last name enter last name and now the other problem is that I need to add a remove button also here. The remove button also need to come. Delete, delete, delete. So I need to add another command link. I need to add another command link. I can't add command link just like that. I need to use apex column column apex column. Instead of this one, I need to use delete contact row. Delete contact add. Okay, this need to be updated again. Delete. Add. Delete. Line number 25, column 1. Line number 25, column 1. What is saying? Okay, argument is null. We need to pass apex param tag. We forgot to do that, right? We are using it here, param tag we are using, right? Some parameters we need to pass. So we need to pass do we have a contains? String signature contains returns to the list of the elements specified. Okay. How to get an index from state block table. apex command link. I need to use apex param tag. Apex param tag, where is param? Here it is. Usage, how to use? We need to have a name and value together. We need to have a name and value together. And on click of command link, I need to pass my parameter. So inside command link, we need to have a param tag. And name should match as same as the one you are trying to access in the controller page. And value should be yes sir. Now what we can do, refresh. This is the yes. Add new row, delete. List out of bound index. So it is giving 2. Means how it is showing 1. So here I am getting 2, right? So generally index should start from 0. Index should start from 0. Delete. Zero minus 1. Add row, we have a 1 element. So if it comes here, it actually incrementing. Huh? List index out of bounds 1. So here it is coming 1. So here it is coming 1. Index minus 1. Then what? Add new. Let's say here I am entering SS. Add new. Y. K. But data I am losing. Delete font size minus 1 to remove element I am doing. But, okay. Yeah. Now you understand the problem, right? So here if I entered any data, if I delete, my expectation is that it should delete only this element without resetting the object data information. But what it is doing now, it is actually resetting the data, which is not good. Contact CO equal to new contact dot add, okay. Multiple. Now how to fix this issue? ఈ ఇష్యూ ఇప్పుడు వరకు వచ్చిందంటే ఓకే డిలీట్ కాంటాక్ట్ రో ఇప్పుడు వరకు ఏమర్థమైంది కదా ఇది అర్థమైందా లెట్స్ సే నౌ యాడ్ న్యూ హౌ యు ఆర్ యాడింగ్ వెన్ ఎవర్ యూ క్లిక్ ఎ న్యూ మెథడ్ we are calling add row and we are just adding one more contact to a list because it is a page block table, it is rendering data file. If I remove what happening based on the index, I am removing my last element. Based on delete what I am trying to do, here I am getting an index, so I am just deleting that particular element from the row. Now the problem comes that why re-render con IDs, id equal to pbst but generally that should not the case, right? Add row, add row. Add. Array.